Computer processing. I'm going to give that about 2 minutes because everybody knows that computer processing is auto-tune and elastic audio, vocorders. Vocoder is where you can modulate a synth sound with a vocal. So when you hear a sound that sounds like a machine voice singing to you, it's usually a synth sound that's been modulated by the loudness and dynamics of a voice. So you take a microphone and you feed it into the vocoder and it modulates the amplitude of a synth. Right? So you can do all sorts of craziness. And it's all available. Low frequency modulation. You can create some crazy sounds with amplitude modulation, frequency modulation. All these specialized plugins can do all that stuff. Ring modulators uses amplitude modulation to modulate the input signal. Usually an external oscillator can produce the carrier signal. I mean, you can get crazy cool effects. Other effects, bit reducers, specialized filters, pitch shifters, analog simulators, tape simulators, saturators, side chaining effects together. I mean, you can get crazy with this. And one thing that's really important out of today's lecture is to understand a little bit more about compressors and why they're so valuable. You will find the difference between something sounding like a demo and sounding like something you'd hear on the radio has to do with the proper use of compression. Because when something sounds like a demo, I'm convinced it's because the blend in the mix shifts, and all of a sudden you hear a little more drum compared to bass, and things sort of move around a little bit. And I compare it to creating a picture, right, where you've got different color segments to create your picture, your sonic picture. And when you move from verse to chorus, the pictures sort of shapeshift. And the picture becomes blurrier and less blurry and changes slightly based upon the dynamic of each sound element. But when you use compression, you can control that so that they actually move together so your sonic picture remains the picture, but it still can dynamically move together. Very important. The difference between a football or basketball team that's playing well together versus a team that sort of doesn't know where everybody is at all times. So that's a bad analogy, but I think you got it. So anyway, experiment and have fun with it and come up with a new sound and show me how you did it, because I want to know.